Hey guys, this is Nico and I'm back for another video. Today I'll be reviewing King Crimson's The Great Deceiver box set. And it's live 1973 to 1974. So what The Great Deceiver basically is, it's this box set that documents King Crimson's live shows from 1973 to 1974, and as all you proggies know, it's full of, this is their period of improvisation and just plain genius. Not that all the other periods, they're all about equal, but this period is a really awesome King Crimson period. So this is around the time when Red was released and Starless Bible Black and Lark's Tongue and Aspic, and this is actually the period where the starting area where Bill Bruford came in after Greg Lake left and the other members of the band. This is the second incarnation. While I'm there, I'll tell you the lineup. The lineup we have is David Cross on violin. We have, of course, the Robert Fripp on guitar, and on the other guitar and on the other vocal we have John Wetton, and of course on the drummers we have Bill Bruford. All right, so let's get straight into this review of this just awesome box set. So let's get started here. All right, I'll just tell you the tracks on the back first. On CD one we have it them playing in the Palace Theater in Providence, Rhode Island, June 30th, 1974. I'm not going to tell you all the tracks here. It'll take no offense, but it'll take too much time here. Not that I'm saying I don't want. You know what? I'll go over the tracks. What the heck? uh, Here we have the first track is "Walk on No Pussyfooting." Then you have Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 2. I don't want to spoil this whole. On second thought, I don't want to spoil this whole thing for you, so I'm not going to read off all the tracks. But just a summary: you have Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 2, which is definitely a concert staple they had there, and we also have added here a couple of improvs. We have A Voyage to Center of the Cosmos, which has a very interesting title. Uh, then you have Easy Money after that, which is definitely another concert staple. It has this nice mariachi feel to it, with something like you'd hear in that New Orleans type of music. I don't know. This live version's pretty good, yeah. And then you have the Providence Improv. That's from Red, but it started out as an improv right before it was put on Red, so. Then you have Fracture. This is just one really dark song, and it's excellent live. I mean, they add more improvs to it. It's just excellent live. And just to let you guys know, on Construction of Light, there's a sequel to it called Fractured, which is equally as good. So just check that out as well. Uh, then you have the ninth track on here, Starless, which is I never got a chance to hear this song before this, the whole thing at least. As you guys all know, I have the 21st Century Guide to King Crimson, and it abridged Starless. I don't get why they took out the improv part on there, but we have it on here, and we all know their live shows are twice as better. But you guys can talk about that down there. That's the topic for the day. Is King Crimson's live shows better than their studio stuff, or vice versa? Just leave this debate in the comments down here, and I will read them. So, and then next we have is the same show. It's the encore of the show. Of course, they have 21st Century Schizoid Man. And then they have Walk Off from Providence, No Pussyfooting. This pussyfooting stuff is from a collaboration between Eno and Fripp, and they made a really great album about that. I haven't heard the album, so I can't say. It's from what I heard, it's a great album, so that's what I should say. So, and then they go to Glasgow. You have the Zen-Pro called Sharks, Lungs, and Lips, and then you have just. And here's a surprise you have in here is Piece of Theme. They play this nice guitar solo back from In the Wake of Poseidon. It's really nice. And then you have Cat Food, which is also a surprise. You never really hear that much live, except when you get the King Crimson Club collection bootlegs, which are official bootlegs released by Robert Fripp. So, and then you have them playing at Penn State University, 1974. Just two tracks from that show, Easy Money and is it for you, but not for us. So, alright, I'll just skim over a little bit here. And do you have a show in Pittsburgh? You have the great Deceiver here, which is another surprise you hear them play live. It's pretty good. In fact, it's a little bit more obviously more guitar oriented. It's a little bit more heavier in this show, and so it's really good. They still have the organ part in there, leave it good, so it's really nice. And then you have Dr. Diamond. I haven't heard this track yet, but it's an unreleased song. Robert Fripp, he was thinking of, he took it out right at the last minute of Red. I haven't figured out the reason why. If you guys know why, please leave it in the comments below. And he just took it out there for some reason, but yeah, it sounds like a pretty good track. Then you have the talking drum. I'm skipping over an improv here just so I wouldn't spoil it for you guys. The talking drum. Then you have an abbreviated version of Lark's Tongue's and Aspic 2. It takes out the really fun part. It just takes out that whole violin part, and where you hear, you know, in the original track they have, it sounds like the lips crunching and stuff. It's actually pretty nice. So this track they took that out, but at least we have another full version on here, though. It's occasionally that's a good way to put people into King Crimson live stuff. Just have it shortened for the non-progger listeners. So let's get back to where we're talking about here. All right, here you have. If they continue Penn State University down here again, they have another improv in there. Is their life out there? And then they have the applause and announcement up there. Then you have a show in Toronto, down here in the Massey Hall. Then you have another version of Fracture. And then I just have to read this title. An improv clueless and slightly slack. I like these improvs King Crimson gives to these names to give to their improvs. It's just a little bit. It's just really nice. It's really cool. Then you have the last show on here. It's Zurich. Then you have another improv called The Law of Maximum Distress, parts 1 and 2. These are separate tracks, by the way, but these improvs, they're great quality in this album. Although all the improvs are pretty good, you have to admit. Alright, so I'm going to get straight into the set here. Then it comes straight into a book here. What the book basically shows, it shows the stories of the shows, it gives stories, it gives credits, shows pictures. It just has these pictures here, and they just tell the itinerary of the shows. They show the accounts that Fripp put in here of the show. It's pretty good. It's awesome. And, I'm not going to show you the whole books because I'll spoil it for you guys. But it's really an interesting read. I haven't read through it yet, but I will here. And then you have really awesome here. You have what they've showed, where they did their shows. I'll just give you a peek here. Excuse me, sorry. You just have every one of their shows on this tour here to show here. It's really nice. Then you have the picture in the back of the card. But here I'll show you the individual CDs here. They have these cool covers here. I just like the theme of this album because they have like a deceiver on here. It's kind of like a magician, and it's really nice. Some people said it was satanic, but it appears Fripp took another route here and decided to go the other route here, the magician. But I'm sure they're not satanic at all. That's not what I'm saying. But they're making allusions to the devil, which I find is interesting of King Crimson. And you have CD2 here. Nothing special in the CDs really. No, these aren't really books here, but they're more like just covers here. But let's check one here. I'll pull one out and show you. Oh yeah, you have some linear notes in here. Oh, this is cool. They have some notes of the. They have some notes of the what they were talking about the shows. Here, they talked about technical problems. It's just really, really. This thing is definitely worth your money, guys. This is just awesome. And the other ones have the same thing there, which is really good here. Guys, it's really nice. This box is really nicely done, and I'll give you both sides of the picture here. You have the magician's assistant here. Good. So really, really just excellent artwork. I'll give you just a full glance at how big it is. It's not thick at all, really. It is just really, it feels just nice in the hand too. So I highly recommend picking this up. First of all, the quality is great. Second of all, just the improvs on it, excellent. And I give this thing a 10 out of 10. I can't say that about many things at all, but this thing 10 out of 10 because just the improv. And before this, these weren't available. I don't think these were available. But guys, prove me wrong down there in the comments. But I highly recommend, like I said, picking it up. It has, even for beginner listeners of the live King Crimson, it's highly recommended. And just pick it up. You can pick it up at Amazon. You can pick it up at, and on Prog Archives, it'll have the little link down there to pick it up. So I'll try to get, guys, that's it for the review. Again, recommend picking it up. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll get some more Prog CDs this Christmas, and we'll start doing a lot more reviews from this end. So guys, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.